Oh, me, caveman. Me, not good with technology. Yo, that's the God honest truth. I'm an old man, and I'm not very good with the technology, to be quite honest with you. I've read a lot of good articles about my little mini generation that grew up with an analog childhood and then a digital adulthood. Is that a word? But nonetheless, I'm gonna do my best to make an attempt to show you the technology that we use within my classroom. That is a place where I lack and I need to work on myself, and it's a great way for me to help make connections as well with the students too, because I don't really play video games, they don't connect on that level, and they honestly know a lot more about the technology than I do. So let me start. We have two computers here. Now remember, I'm in a very small mostly self-contained classroom, but the majority of our classrooms at our school do only have 2 or 3 student computers. These are usually used for their iReady curriculum, which is district bought and district mandated, so they have to get their time on their AR test. Research papers, we let them practice typing, which I'll get to later. Within my own lesson that I wrote for this class, I integrated a little bit of technology here. I had a cool little math lesson that used GPS, where they had to do math problems and figure out each digit to their coordinates to find their final treasure prize or solution. Let's see, what else do I have? Let's see, all right, Promethean board. Every classroom, I'm sure, now has Promethean board. We also have our whiteboard, but we have the Promethean board, and I am still working, quite honestly, to learn all the capabilities of my Promethean board, because it is incredible with the document reader and the way it displays, and you can edit and draw and color and shape, and the Promethean board is incredible. I'm still learning every single day how to manipulate this thing properly. It's awesome. One thing that I really like about the Promethean board is my active slate. It took me a long time to learn how to do this properly, even because I was all over the board, but I finally kind of got a handle on this, and I love this for the simple fact that I can sit down in our bean bags or gather around with the kids and really kind of feel as an equal with the kids and get one-on-one and personal with them, asking in an intimate setting where they feel more comfortable to make mistakes and answer questions. And I'll use my active slate, which obviously what you write on here is projected here on the Promethean board. We also have we call them eggs. We have our little eggs, and these are really cool because they're assigned to the students, and we use this for my nasty blood blister again, sorry y'all. We use this to beep, 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 play some Jeopardy and buzz in. So that's a little bit of technology that we use. I'm kind of stretching, I guess, my lack of knowledge with technology. I'm just showing you all anything electronic, I guess. I guess this is a bit of like a STEM project, you know. I mean, it's battery powered, a little bit of technology, you know, build your roller coaster, following directions, applying them here, potential energy, kinetic energy, and it was fun. I don't know if that's considered technology, but let's see, I showed you my GPS, mentioned that. Let's see, we'll go for a walk down the hallway. I'll show y'all one of our computer labs. I didn't know how to show y'all how primitive my technology is, but check out this old school camera I use, you know, I mean, that's pretty old school. And my phone, you know, not very good with the technology, doesn't even take pictures. Anyone that was in my group can attest to the fact that I didn't even know how to do GroupMe. Alright, so I'm going to walk us on down the hallway. I'll show you one of our computer classrooms. Let's see, we're here after hours, so the ladies are doing Zumba in the gym, so if you hear music, just dance along. So it is state testing time, so we have all of our dividers up, which they're not always up. But this is one of our computer labs. This is one of 3 at our school, and to be quite honest, this is about the extent of the technology found here at our school. I said that I would mention something about our typing. I know that's a pretty hot topic within the state, that the third grade writing, quote-unquote writing test, was typed this year. A lot of debate on that, but I can get on soapbox and talk about that for days. Are you really assessing students' writing skills? I would say no if they're typing. I know personally, my old self, I can't type very well. I peck, and I had a hard time getting past the first praxis because my writing exam too had to be typed into the computer, and when you get within that 5-minute frame, that clock starts blinking your eyes and you freak out and you're making typos. So that's a whole nother topic, but that's about the extent of the technology within our school. We have 3 computer classes like that. Here's our cute little school, reading is sweet. That was kind of our theme this year, was candy. I'm gonna peek in the window of the gifted classroom because it's not school-wide, but this is within, this is our gifted class. We call it our charge class. Let's see if I can zoom in. I don't have a key for Miss Rostrom. But this red table back there, right now they're building bridges, which is really cool. They had to check the support and research and put the bridges together. But that red table back there in the back, that's used for their Lego robotics, and we even have a small robotics class. But that is is a very select few. I think they're all gifted kids, and it's a select few of the gifted kids that are part of our Lego robotics class. But they go to a competition every year, so that's some pretty cool technology that they throw into there. Here's a little bit of technology. They make these. They make these with a 3D pen. So gifted class is definitely on the cutting edge of technology in our class. I don't know if you can tell that, but this whole little portrait is done with 3D pens. So I'd say that's certainly technology, new age stuff. So all right, I've reached the 7-minute time. I know I'm kind of blabbering. I know I kind of went for a little stretch on technology this time, but I admittingly say that I'm not the best at technology, but this is the technology in my classroom, in my school. I use a little bit of GPS technology within one of my lessons. Yet on the same hand, let me mention that how I grew up with an analog childhood. I think that students still need a good mix or understanding of both. And so even though I had a math lesson centered around GPS, I had a social studies history lesson, that's centered around the use of a compass. So, I like to see a good mix of the both. All right, I'm going to finish up. I'm going to end by saying one more thing, that I was a little ignorant to the fact that Minecraft is actually teaching students the rudimentary building blocks of computer coding. And I thought it was just like a Tetris game, because that was probably the last video game that I ever did play, was Tetris. And come to find out, I think I should educate myself a lot more on Minecraft and maybe even integrate that into some lessons and go ahead and embrace that, as opposed to just going nuts when that's the only thing that kids want to talk about, because it's teaching computer coding. So I think that's cool too. I wanted to mention that. And all right, I'm gonna wrap it up. Peace out. I'm out. Last video. Thanks everybody. Deuces.